Back again, guys. Thanks to everyone tuned in. Welcome back. We've got a little nice show ahead of us today. Yeah. You saying, BJ? You good?
I'm all good, bro. I'm all good. How are you, bro? You good?
I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. A bit tired, but we
The
move.
show
We
must go
move.
on.
The show must
Exactly.
the show must go on indeed.
That's it. Obviously, this is probably going to be the last weekend we have where there's not that much football action. So it's even good that all you guys stuck with us. I feel like me and Siddiq both know there's going to be a lot more content with the new season coming in. And we have a bit of a teaser to one of the match coming up as well on this episode. So yeah, it's good to have you guys again.
Yeah, but at least we got something this weekend. Well, me, anyways. I got a little Arsenal match to watch. Obviously, it's a bit competitive. It's not Premier League, but it's like the prelude to the Premier League because it's like the last bit of
final rehearsals.
Exactly, and obviously there is a bit of silverware up for grabs. So both teams will be competing.
Okay, so like, if you guys win that, are you gonna like obviously like celebrate the fact that you're winning Community Shield, or is it just kind of one of those ones you pass on quickly?
Well, silverware is silverware. You man are parading the Carabao Cup.
That's the reason I was asking.
You man are parading the Carabao Cup. I'm even, to be honest, yeah, I should even change my green screen. I should change my green screen. Because like the way you man's move, yeah, I think I need to start moving shameless as well, man.
Wow. But yeah, anyways, Arsenal this weekend is going to be an interesting matchup.
Yeah, for sure. We'll get into that. But should we start with transfers?
Yeah, why not? We have a quick look at my good old friend Fabrizio. Oh yeah, David Ornstein dropped the bomber. I think for me, I'm sure we already spoke about this.
What Højlund?
No, not even that. I think I'm more talking about the Sanchez, David Sanchez to Chelsea from Brighton. Because obviously, when I say bomber, I think the reason I'm saying it is more so the kind of surprise kind of aspect to the move. With Saseda, we knew they were doing business. That was quite public. This came out of nowhere, and I'm not too sure how I feel about Robert Sanchez going into Chelsea's number one. But that's kind of one of the transfers I noticed. What do you think about that move, Siddiq, yourself?
For me, it's a good move. I feel like obviously he's an upgrade. He's an upgrade on Kepa, if you ask me. I feel like there's not many keepers who wouldn't be an upgrade on Kepa. Shout out to Owen and Jeff in the chat before I continue, but there isn't much keepers that wouldn't be an upgrade on Kepa. So from that standpoint, it's a good move.
I think I agree with you, but I feel like I don't know. There's been sometimes last season where Robert Sanchez showed that he had a bit of a bozo gene in him.
Yeah, they brought in Jason Steele towards the end.
Exactly. I wouldn't be surprised if that was more so like Sanchez probably was trying to fight for a move and then lost his place. But yeah, Chelsea's number one has been a big issue for the last while, and
this is kind of a similar story to David Raya, but again to that. Owen says goalkeeping coach at Chelsea, the man who brought Sanchez to Brighton and recommended him to Poch. So that's probably
a very good shout there, Owen.
Yeah, that's probably a big reason why he's moving out there. But it's the same thing with David Raya. Apparently, the goalkeeping coach at Arsenal, is the one who brought him to Brentford or something along those lines. So obviously he's keen to link back up with him.
Yeah, and it's like it's same with we can say this with Ten Hag as well. He's bought a lot of players that he's worked with previously, and it's funny. They're saying a lot of people always say it's not about what you know, it's about who you know.
Facts.
And football is no different. So we see that happen a lot. Another move that I've seen that is looking quite close to happening is, I know we more so kind of cover Prem, but I think it's quite interesting because Usman Dembele looks like he's going to PSG. So it looks like Luis Enrique is starting to take his kind of grip on PSG and kind of getting his personality he wants in, which will be interesting.
It's funny because they could have. I think they missed out by a day or two. Basically, they could have got him at a cut price of 50 million. Because he had a clause, but it expired on the 31st of June. So
yeah, I've seen that as well. But I
don't
think
know what it's gone up to now.
Yeah, to be honest, I think the deal I've seen, it looked like it was for around 25 million. I need to double check it, but I did see that clause as well. I did see what you're saying. But I need to double check that. Hodgkin looks like he's completed his medical.
Yeah. That's why I thought you meant when you said Ornstein dropped the bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You even texted me about this. Yeah, you texted me about this.
Yeah. What is Luis Enrique cooking?
So that's sorry, I said Messi. That's Neymar, Ramos, and Dembele. Assuming Mbappe doesn't leave.
Yeah, so that's, to me, that kind of looks like, Enrique's obviously worked with Neymar at Barca. He's obviously been in Dembele, who's currently with Barca. So it looks like he's pulling his links there. But I think the big kind of standout to me there is Gonzalo Ramos. I'm surprised he wasn't linked with more teams. He was absolutely on fire in the World Cup. Yeah, I think there was a game he scored a hat trick, I'm pretty certain.
Yeah, he put Ronaldo out of the team.
Yeah, exactly. So that was a very good kind of, and this is what I want to see from PSG. Smart moves. Dembele is obviously French.
Yeah, Ramos is quite young as well. So
quite young,
that's
and he looks like
one for the future.
Yeah, he's a proper out-and-out backman, so that'll be interesting.
Trying to find out how old he is. 22, yeah. So that's definitely one for the future.
Yeah, Al Hilal are interested in Frank Kessie, 15 million.
Who? Al Hilal?
Yeah.
Siswe?
Yeah.
Bro, they already have
Al Ali.
Al Ali.
Al Ali. Yeah, my bad. Yeah. The pronunciation is probably a bit funky.
No, you good.
Barbie-Doll?
Oh yeah, them man don't have a midfield. They have Maxman, Mahrez, and Firmino front door. They have a nice front three, and they have Edouard Mendy in goals. But their midfield is not really saying too much. Bro, bare players are making these moves to Saudi, bro.
Interesting.
Even what's it called? Willian, who signed a contract like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, seen that.
Him, and he's looking like he's leaving.
Yeah. Official contract, yeah. Ousmane Dembele to PSG. Here we go. Medical test booked. Official contract valid up until June 2028, and will be signed on Saturday. So yeah, activated on Monday. That 50 million clause. I think they missed it. Wait, so it was 50 million, and was it 50, and then it goes up to 100?
It goes to 75, I believe.
Yeah, so I think they triggered it before the rise. It says they had a private clause activated on Monday.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yep.
William wants that tax-free money, man. Who wouldn't want that tax-free money? Bro, we got guys in their prime heading out there, man. So the money talks.
Oh, Livramento.
Yeah, 32 million pounds to Newcastle.
That looks like to me very smart business again for me. Yeah, it looks like that's an out and out Trippier replacement. Thank you so much, young.
Love Sean.
Shout out to you, bro. Big love, man.
What was I gonna say? That's even if you deep it, that's two quality fullbacks they have now.
Yeah,
they have Trippier and Livramento, and obviously Trippier is a bit older.
Yeah.
So Livramento is one that they're probably gonna look to in the long term. He's only 20. I think Trippier's in his 30s, like 32. So
so
that's very good business if you ask me.
And if you want to be realistic as well, Livramento, the type of fullback he looks like he's a modern day fullback, and Trippier, there's probably no kind of like right back in the Prem that you want to probably look up to as much as Trippier. Obviously, Walker is there, but in a Newcastle kind of aspect, if they have somebody that's training with Trippier in the right back and is going to copy his mold in a few years, that's great business for them. They'll set them up for the next 10 years after Trippier leaves as well.
What was I gonna say? Apparently, Kane says if they don't sell him before the end of the window, that he's just gonna stay.
Yeah, I've seen that. I don't know. Like, to me, like, it's kind of getting crazy now.
Yeah.
Yerry Mina, new Fiorentina player. Yerry Mina from Everton. New Fiorentina player. And I've seen a lot of stuff about Man City being interested in Doku from Rams.
Jeremy Doku.
Jeremy Doku, great dribbler, but I'm not too sure about Zenko. And then Olise as well, Michael Olise. The thoughts of him being in the Pep team would be absolutely disgusting.
Wait, what do you mean Olise to City?
It's not confirmed. It's just they're
I'm to
speculating.
deny. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, no. If Fabrizio's been talking about it,
I'm not
he's on their
trying to hear
list.
that.
He's on their list.
No.
Oh yeah, Jack Cancelo to Barcelona. These are just
yeah.
Also, these are just ones that
Silva,
warming up.
potentially. Yeah,
Exactly.
Silva, potentially. What was I going to say? Gvardiol, we didn't touch on that. Gvardiol is, I think that's more or less done. He's just got the medical left.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be nice if we could actually integrate some. Obviously, this week is Community Shield, but it'd be nice if we could integrate some segments about FPL and what we think our team. Well, maybe not what our teams will be, but some maybe good opportunities for people to buy people at certain prices.
Yeah,
because the FPL.
We could adapt. To be honest, I don't mind showing my team because
yeah,
I'm definitely going to make some changes. So I'll do that towards the end.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be nice. And I remember back coming in for United as well. Owen is coming in with a lot of input. I like this. So,
got in Harvey Barnes, homegrown players for Europe, Newcastle, bro. You know, to be honest, yeah, you even said it. I think you posted it on Instagram. You were talking about Eddie Howe and how he's. I actually think it was Twitter. Sorry, it was a clip about how he used United beating them as fuel for them to get back. And you know, the more and more I see more of him, the more and more I'm actually buying into him more and more. It seems like he's the real deal. I've been saying it for a while. He's the best English coach, but I think it feels like every so often he kind of reiterates why he actually is.
He has that claim. And let's not forget this brother. I'm pretty sure is not over. Pretty sure I'd be surprised if he's over 45. Anyhow, he's quite young. And what I liked about the video as well is in the video he's literally 45. He's going 46 in November, so still a relatively very young manager. What I liked about that video is obviously coming up in the next All or Nothing with Newcastle. But what I liked about the video is he spoke very solemnly. He didn't shout, he didn't scream, and the boys still carried out the message. You know, he told them that he wanted the Newcastle players to have a lot of energy because he was talking about Ten Hag saying that they wasted a lot of time with the ball. And yeah, he made Ten Hag his own words. And I think seeing that back behind the scenes footage, it kind of gives you more of an image of what these managers are building in the background and the kind of community and kind of tight-knit group they're building. It's quite interesting to see.
So you need that if you want to be successful, man. Because you're saying you need players that are going to run through a brick wall for the manager. And if players don't buy into the manager, then it'll be a long season.
I think
as we saw with Chelsea last season, you know,
exactly.
A hell of different managers came in, but those players didn't look like they were really believing in what the manager's saying.
Yeah, exactly. And I think what I was going to add on to what you said is very important is the personnel, people that want to, you know, run through brick walls for the manager. But I think another thing is the psychology within the team. And one team I see very well that do like the kind of mental and psyche very well is Arsenal. They have a dog called Win. And I seen a video yesterday of Timber. No, honestly, think about it. Obviously, you see this dog, his name is Win. It's trying to drive that mentality within these guys. I seen a video of Edu speaking to Timber when he introduced him to, I think it was the stadium. And he showed him a picture of a Premier League. Yeah, he showed him a cut out of the Premier League and it was dark. And he said that it's dark now. But obviously, when they win the title, it's going to flash up. Do you not think these boys are thinking, you want to make this thing flash up, bro? It's all about your mental and kind of getting those boys in the right frame of mind.
Facts. But yeah, there are some other stories. What was I gonna say? What's it called? Liverpool made another bid for Lavia. It's been rejected. I'm to be honest, if I'm a Liverpool fan, I'm scratching my head a bit because this lack of midfield presence. I saw something like McAllister got dribbled past like 4 or 5. I can't remember the exact number, but he got dribbled past. Like the midfield is non-existent. Don't get me wrong, McAllister's a good player, as I said, when it comes to ball carrying and stuff. But if you want a presence to break up play, you know, that destroyer, I don't think Liverpool have that. I can't hear you, bro.
Because I've seen the jellies. I think we spoke about it last week. Liverpool thrived when they had a system where they had midfielders that were ready to break through walls.
Yeah,
and what I've seen about McAllister is that although he can do box to box and like drive from the back and go up and win the ball at the back, I think Caicedo was Brighton's main man at doing that, winning the ball at the back. And with Liverpool's midfield, I still don't think it's defending transitions. Szoboszlai is a 10, and McAllister, we really want to be further up in the pitch. He's not really.
Yeah.
I know he can do the.
He's like your free 8. He's like a free 8 type,
Exactly.
10 type player. He's not
Exactly.
really a deep lying player.
Exactly. So I think it'd be interesting to see what happens with Liverpool's midfield. But another interesting move that I just popped up that we didn't speak about, Romelu Lukaku to Juventus, 40 million. I'm starting to think Lukaku is part of a money laundering scheme in Italy now, because I don't know how he's getting moves back into Italy for that much.
Listen, I don't know, man. I feel like there's another player who has that kind of who's moved around like that, but I can't think of it right now. But what was I gonna say? I wonder what that means for Vlahovic.
Supposedly Inter wanted a swap kind of deal with Vlahovic, but I don't know if Chelsea is still deliberating, because this is what I like about Poch. Poch, obviously, I think Chelsea gets too sucked in the moment. Like, why would you do Vlahovic when you have Nico Jackson? It's just going to stop.
And Kuku's not really a striker as well.
Bro is still to come back. There's still strikers there. So, I don't think, if I was a Chelsea fan, I would really want Vlahovic. He's went to Juventus, and it's still a quite relatively. He knows the league, and it has kind of went bust. That's kind of weird for a striker, no? Knows the league. He went to a bigger team, and he still hasn't kind of taken off. So it'll be interesting.
We'll see what that means for, because there's probably going to be a trickle effect. I feel like Inter still have
I was going to say that.
Inter still have Lautaro, but I wonder what's going to happen with Vlahovic, as we just said. But it seems like you want to.
Yeah. So as I was scrolling down, it just came up. So as we've seen, there's a lot of times where transfers start going into a triangle. So obviously Lukaku's gone from Inter back to Chelsea, but from Chelsea to Juventus. Now Inter are linked with Scamacca from West Ham.
Okay,
yeah.
Because they were going to go for Balogun, but I feel probably the valuation. As I said, these teams that are not in England, they don't have the funds to prize these men away. So it's a bit techie. Owen says Donny van den Beek in talks to go to Real Sociedad.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think, to be honest with me, I think Donny van den Beek, I feel sorry for him, because the time that he probably had to shine in the team has probably passed now. We've upgraded our midfield so much that he probably doesn't get a sniff in. And if he wants to play, it's probably not United. And I feel sorry for him in the fact that he broke his leg last season, or whatever injury it was. He got injured last season. It's quite heavy. But yeah, I think it's time for pastures anew for him, and obviously for us to kind of get the money back from him and reinvest it in our squad.
Yeah, Donny van den Beek or now Amrabat potentially coming in. Do you think he'll be starting with Casemiro, or he'll be a second to Casemiro?
I think it's kind of one of those ones where he can kind of play in various positions against various setups. So how I'd imagine it is, if we were playing against the likes of a City, somebody, or if we're playing the Champions League and we're playing against a team that's more possession based, having him in the midfield with Casemiro and then Bruno in the 10 probably would work out. But I'd say if it's against teams we probably, have dominance again, it'd probably be Mount starting ahead of him. But it'll rotate. I'm sure he can play in the 6. Well, he can play in the 6, so I'm sure there's some games he'll play in the 6, and Casemiro will be rested as well.
Speaking of Mount, Sean says Van den Beek needs to leave, although I think he's better than Mount. Would you agree?
I don't really. The only thing I would say with Mount is that his off the ball, his defensive work rate, it kind of, to me, it's very good. Van den Beek is very passive defensively. I've seen a lot of games where games just pass him by and he doesn't really put a foot in defensively. So, and obviously Van den Beek has had a lot of time. Well, he's had 2-3 seasons now. He's been here since Ole. So it's just, I don't know. I just think he struggles because as well he plays in almost the same position as Bruno. I don't see him as an 8, and in that 10 position, Bruno's a captain. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he also follows it up. I'm not sure what the logic is by getting Mount. Listen, there's a couple. You go ahead.
I was just going to say, sorry for cutting across. I was just going to say, I think if you're a United supporter, Sharon, I think the kind of ethos behind Mount is, I think the kind of ethos behind Mount is that, if we're playing against a lesser team, especially at home, we can use Mount in kind of a free role, and we'll have 5 attackers, and obviously Casemiro or whatever will be part of the build-up. But I think it gives us more defensive work rate.
he's more dynamic than a player like
Yeah,
Eriksen.
yeah,
With
than
Eriksen,
Ericsson.
Eriksen will give you the playmaking, but defensively,
He's
he's not
economic.
really a presence. Whereas
Yeah,
Mount, I'm not trying to say Mount is a destroyer or he's a huge midfield presence, but the fact that he has a crazy work rate means he will be an effect, or he will do some stuff on
exactly.
defense.
Exactly. And let's not forget, we spoke about like managers working with players they've worked with in the past, and he's worked with Mount, and obviously, he didn't work out for him at Chelsea. So I think it was a good coup, but I'm not too sure he's a player that is going to strike everybody. He's going to take everybody as a stand. So it's going to be one of those ones really. I think our main problem as United fan, Shewa and Owen, I probably think is Anthony right now. I just keep seeing clips of Anthony. I'm like, how have we spent so much money on this guy?
You know what's funny? Yeah? It's funny because I was even speaking to one of my mates, Shay, and sometimes we forget that these footballers are humans. I actually didn't read it too much about this story, but I feel like Ramsdale having a miscarriage is probably a big reason why Arteta's probably wants to kind of maybe alleviate some of that pressure on him, because probably mentally he's probably going through a lot already. So maybe he sees Raya as a bit of a way to kind of alleviate a bit of pressure. But even that being said, I've always said that, I said last season that I would give Ramsdale one season in the Champions League to see how he does. And if he doesn't do too well, we need a new keeper.
Mm.
And the reason why I said that is because sometimes, I don't know if I said this last week, I feel like Ramsdale has a bit of a bozo gene in him. I feel like
Yeah, we said it.
sometimes he's too. So Sesno even told me, or maybe it was
Yeah, it
you,
was both of us that
about
said it. The pigeon.
about
Yeah,
the
yeah,
bird.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
gets distracted quite easily.
Apparently, he was watching a bird for like 5 minutes
Do
or
you know?
so.
Do you know as well what I think it is, Sadiq? If I'm being real with you, yeah, I
Mhm.
think Arteta is ahead of schedule. I think when he got Ramsdale suited what he was doing at the
During at the
time.
time, yeah,
But now I think Arteta's schedule has been so
yeah.
fast forwarded that it's kind of like, okay,
Right.
we're actually at this stop now. We need to
We need
get
quality. Yeah, yeah.
exactly now, and I think that's good as a manager. There's some managers that will be dilly dallying saying, okay, obviously I know what you said about this situation that's going on in his personal life, but I think just in a football sense, I think competition will always breed
Facts.
better performances, because if there's another
Even
keeper.
speaking about Arsenal being ahead of schedule, I'm seeing us linked to players that I thought the business will be done. I didn't think. To be honest, I was expecting maybe one player. Okay, once we got linked with the keeper, I was thinking that's probably it. But I'm hearing Arsenal have agreed personal terms with Mohamed Kudus. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But
Yeah,
he was
I like him.
yeah, he was good last season. So I would definitely not mind seeing him in an Arsenal shirt. But he's like a what is he, like a winger 10?
He can play across the front three and he can play in the 10 as well.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's left footed. So I really like him. And obviously in the World Cup, he toured the competition live for Ghana. Guys, if you see me staying this way, this is where my other monitor is.
Yeah, me too.
In case you think I'm looking away. But I think Kudus would be a great addition for Arsenal.
Anthony is not ready, no end product. I actually think Sancho's better on the right. You know what's funny? Yeah, when Sancho had that really hot season from Dortmund, he was playing on the right.
Yeah, exactly. I think he thinks his best position's on the left, but he creates a lot more on the right. Thinking about world creates.
Bro, I was trying to read that as well. Thinking about world. Sadly, Ronaldo. What was I gonna say? Because it's not Ronaldinho. He's gone to Al Nassr with Ronaldo. So
and Brozovic.
Yeah, Brozovic. I don't know who else is on that team, but Mane and Ronaldo will definitely be a force in that league. But there's some. I'm even looking. It's so funny because right here I'm looking at a whole list of all the players that have moved.
There's a lot of transfers.
Yeah,
David Ospina, Marcelo Brozovic, all
Mane
Al
to Al Nassr, Maximan to Al Ahly, Mahrez to Al Ahly, Henderson to Al Ettifaq, Ronaldo to Al Nassr, Benzema to Al Ittihad, Firmino to Al Ahly. So Al Ahly have a front three of Mahrez, Saint Maximan, and Firmino. Kante to Al Ittihad with Benzema, Edward Mendy to Al Ahly, Ruben Neves to Al Hilal. Marcelo Brozovic said, okay, Fofana's also in Al Nassr. But yeah, man, do you know what's funny? I won't lie, I seen that Al Nassr jersey. But the jersey is hard, man. I might have to get a little CR7 on the back.
I might have to cop that thing there on a slide.
Ramsdale.
Bro, I've been seeing a lot of kids wearing Ronaldo jerseys. This is what happens.
Bro,
this is what they want to happen.
I said this to Cesno. Bro, I'm seeing bare kids with Al Nassr jerseys all over the gap, bro. You have to deep here. I'm not trying to. I'm a Messi fan, but I think Ronaldo has more juice than Messi, bro.
Yeah, bro. If Ronaldo went to America, you see what they do for Messi in Miami, bro. If he went to America, it would be locked.
Raps.
Messi has no aura.
Yeah. He just kicks ball.
Yeah,
Rams reminds me of De Gea, good shot stopper, but not best on his feet. I think it's the opposite. I think Ramsdale's good on his feet, but he's a shit shot stopper.
I think that's the same as well. And I think he's good at his feet was good, but I think even I've seen stats of his passing percentage is not that high.
Not that great. By mid-season, people are going to start picking a Saudi team to support, and this is exactly what's going to happen. I feel like slowly, we're going to see a power shift where, bro, these guys are really serious about becoming one of the top leagues in the world, and I feel like they're going the right way about it. Because as we said, we compared it to China a few years ago, but the thing is, these men are actually getting players in their prime, top players. I know China. I know Oscar went.
China had a lot of people. Yeah, Talisca went to China at the start. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of people. Ramirez. But I think with China, like there still was no marketability about it. I didn't really see much about it. Even I think my biggest kind of export was obviously when David Beckham went to LA, and then when Steven Gerrard went back. I think that was the first.
What's it called? Went out there. El Shaarawy and there's another player on the top of my head.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that few young players went out there, but we'll see. But yeah, I don't think that's about it with the transfers, unless you got anything else you wanted to add. But Brighton said they expect Caicedo to stay. So
Dennis Undav looked like he's going to. Dennis Undav's going to Stuttgart on loan. I don't know why. Like Dennis Undav.
Okay.
But yeah, probably making space for Ferguson. But yeah, we can go into the next topic now.
I know Liverpool had a game at Bayern. Liverpool's preseason has been a bit crazy. I feel like they've scored or conceded 4 goals in nearly all of them. Yeah, they have.
Yeah, that's what people are saying about the transition. They still can't defend.
Yeah.
Goals from Van Dijk, Cody Gakpo, and Luis Diaz. Then Bayern had 4. Gnabry, Stanisic, and Pratzig.
Yeah. Nothing too interesting with friendlies. You guys, I think you guys got banged up again, innit?
We haven't played since Stormont.
Okay. That was on Monday as well.
You guys drew to Monaco.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, hold up. Let's hold up. Yeah, come on, man. Arsenal with a bit of silverware. So you get what I'm saying. Obviously, it's not no major trophy. You get what I'm saying? You see? Oh, it's mirrored. I think it's mirrored for me. But yeah, man. Arsenal won the Emirates Cup, first bit of silverware, nothing major, but silverware to say the least. And then we got Carabao.
Shameless.
Bro, I have to be.
That's ridiculous.
Actually, speaking of Arsenal and speaking of that game against Monaco, Gabriel Jesus looks like he's going to be out for the start of the season.
And Getja's in the room.
He got a knee surgery, so we'll see.
Thank you, Owen.
Bro, listen.
I need to favor this comment.
Listen.
Great comment, Owen.
Let me tell you something. You see, the thing is, I've had United fans, shouting and screaming about Carabao. I don't give a crap about Emirates Cup. I'm trolling. But I've got United fans, moaning about Energy Drink Cup. And I'm going to be G-real. Bro, I expect a lot more from you, man. If man want to put it on this, put it on me, I'm going to flip it back on you. Don't get me wrong, it's silverware at the end of the day, but to be hopping and horning and
But the funny thing
about,
is, you guys are saying that as a cup. Why, if it's so easy, why didn't you win it? Why didn't you win it then?
I didn't
The
say it
Carabao
was.
Cup. If it's a Mickey
I
Mouse
didn't say it
Cup,
was
why didn't
easy.
you guys win it?
I will, we've won the trophy, but I will keep it stepping. I wouldn't be saying, "Oh, we won, Carl." That for me is corny.
I want to leave this comment so everybody can throw tomatoes at Balaji the next time they see him. Emirates Cup, Carabao Cup. This guy's still living in 2010.
These men are saying, I think they need to find a way for Saudi clubs to join Champions League.
That can't happen, brother.
Are you mad?
Unless they bring Saudi geographically into Europe. How can they?
That's where you're wrong. I'm sorry to tell you, BJ, but I don't know if you know, Israeli clubs playing the Champions League, and Israel is not in Europe.
Yeah, but obviously Israel playing the Euros. That's the only country that's a bit of an exception.
Yeah, and the thing is about money. The reason why Israel is there is because the Jews. That's the money, guys. Let's be honest. If Saudi bring the peas and they feel like, oh, these men are making dough, these men are making money, these guys are getting the streams, they will enter Champions League, Omar.
I don't think that's how it works, bro.
We'll see.
There's some teams.
We'll see.
What about the Chinese teams when they had?
When UEFA start losing money or start losing viewership, then they will rethink their strategy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, maybe they team up with the Spanish teams and the Italian teams like Brazil.
These Saudi boys have 17 billion to invest in all the teams between now and 2030. So this is just the start. This is just the start of Carabao Cup is just a start for Ten Hag. He wants to win it all so we can hear you.
Exactly. Hey. There we go. It's just a start, bro. This is Ten Hag's first season, bro.
Yeah, it is a good achievement. It is a good achievement. It is
on top four as well. On top four.
It is a good achievement for first season. I'll give you that. But Mickey Arteta also won.
And let's not forget. We played. I think we played the most games in Europe last season. We obviously got to the quarterfinals or the semis of. They might give you a medal for that if you do it again this season. Oh, the same way they gave you a medal for finishing second and wiping his ass.
Well, I'd be bottled it.
At least you said.
I said the last you can't say it again. You're the one who's moaning about Carabao Cup, lad.
Yeah, I didn't say you're the one that brought it up, man.
Exactly, it can happen. Yeah, I'm telling you, if UEFA feel threatened by Saudi, they will find a way to make it work. For sure, money talks, man. Money rules. Money rules everything around me. Cream or whatever the saying is.
Dollar bills, y'all.
Yes, sir. But yeah, in terms of friendlies, there isn't a whole lot. Yeah, Arsenal, as we said, Jesus will be out. That might mean that there may be a place for Balogun. Hopefully, with him being out, I don't think it's gonna happen. I think he's gone. I feel like the way he's been treated, he's only had like 5-10 preseason minutes. So I feel like with that in the back of my head, I find it very hard for him to want to stay. But if I'm Arteta right now, I'm having the conversation with him. Yo, bro, can you stick around right now? Jesus is injured. Bro. Let's see what you can do. You might be able to break into the squad.
Exactly.
Actually, and I won't lie, this is not a bad shout because the way Trossard has been playing this preseason, he's been hot. So to be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing Trossard up front because at least that way we get to see Martinelli and Trossard both start this season.
Exactly. Guys, can you smash the like button as well on this?
Smash the like,
subscribe. Subscribe if you guys haven't subscried, please.
Cash is king, man. Money talks. Money talks to me. Money talks.
So maybe we should go.
Cash, I want you.
Maybe we should go into
cash, I need you. Predictions for which? Oh, actually,
this guy's gonna play Trossard at top instead of Balogun. I like Trossard. I think Trossard could play up top. He can play wherever he wants. That guy has a goal scoring gene in him.
What was I gonna say? With suggestions from Owen, I was gonna say we're gonna do probably next Thursday. We'll do a prediction show where we pick it'll be more in depth. We'll pick our top 6. We'll do a preview of obviously the first round of games. We'll do our top 6 predictions, bottom 3. What else did I say we'll do? If you guys have any suggestions on anything else you would like us to predict, shout or throw in the comments. But I was thinking we should do top 6 or 7, bottom 3, player of the year, young player of the year, manager of the year, rookie of the year. So rookie of the year will be like a player that's fresh in the league.
First season, yeah, but maybe below a certain age as well.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that next Thursday. But I guess we might as well start talking about Arsenal City. Just the first proper game of the first competitive game of the season. Obviously, me being an Arsenal fan, that's one that I want my team to win. We just spoke about Jesus being out. He just, as I said, he's just got surgery on his knee. I might go through my predicted lineup, or what lineup I would start. It's my job because I forgot what I used last week. But I don't think Raya will be done by then, will he?
I don't think I don't think the bid has been accepted. Yeah. I think it's still negotiated. You guys have just agreed terms with Raya, which it looks like it's the new style of business these days. Everybody just kind of does their business or agrees terms with the player, so it makes it a lot easier for the clubs to negotiate. The player's already there and ready to go. But
yeah, that's going to be interesting. I wonder if Gvardiol will be ready by then as well, because I know he probably will.
Needs to probably do medicals and he should be good.
Yeah, he probably will. But okay.
Right. I was just going to say, I hope I might get to see Highland play for United, because obviously he's passed his medical, so we're last friendly on Saturday against Lens. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. What were you going to say? Were you going to start it there?
They're not going to accept 23 million. They're not going to get 40 million on. It's in his last year of his contract. I think if we give them like 25 million upwards, they'll accept. Between 25 and 30 million, I think they'll accept. You have to understand it's negotiations. They're going to say they want that, but obviously they're trying to price Arsenal up as well.
I wonder who they will replace Raya with.
I think they already have. They already have a replacement.
Cool.
Let me find his name. But I think they got a keeper earlier in the transfer window.
Yeah. I think I know the guy. He's a Dutch player.
Let me find his name. How do I do this? While I'm doing that, I'm gonna start to do my predicted 11 for Arsenal. Okay. Maybe if you can find out the keeper's name while I do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
Okay, so I won't lie. Man, Arsenal are stinky right now, bro. Declan Rice, £105 million player. I think he's kind of shy.
Yeah. Mark Flecken, I believe, is the keeper.
Yeah. There we go. Flexen.
Flexen.
Playing Bilbao in the Viva on Sunday, last preseason match for United. That's sick. Man, I even going out to Ireland.
Yep.
Obviously, I feel like in goals it's going to be Ramsdale. Don't see anybody who else. Anybody who I don't see anyone else who will be starting. Jeez, my English is crazy. Right back, I think it'll be Timber. Centre back will probably be Saliba and Gabriel. Magalhaes. Whoa. It's just Gabriel, is it? Left back. That's where the first conundrum, I guess, rises. I don't know if it'll be Kiri or you know what's funny? I've seen Tomiyasu play a lot of preseason games.
Yeah, left back.
On the left this season.
Yeah. Well, obviously, Tierney is there still. You can't really disrespect Tierney.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Yeah. God knows I forgot about that guy. Jeez. I don't think Tierney's going to start, if I'm being honest. I think it might be Kyrgios because
Yeah.
he's also played quite a lot of preseason minutes. If Arsenal do better than United next season in the Prem, BJ does the first live after the Arsenal jersey.
Who said that? I want to know who I should.
Boom.
And if United finish ahead, obviously vice versa.
What do you mean? What? Bob will wear my United jersey.
No, you will.
Bro, Kilo coming from my United jersey.
Then there's no buy. Then there's no bet there, bro. What do I have to do that bet with Boda? It's not going to be on YouTube live. Unless, bro, you want to jump on the live with United jersey.
No, I'm not wearing that shit, man. Under any circumstances. To be honest, it's not that deep. I don't hate you, man, like that.
I don't know why you're acting like you hate us.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be Kyrgios. Okay, I'll take it. I'll do it. I'll wear a United jersey.
There's no need, you don't need to force yourself, bro.
I'll do it. Why not? I'm confident. The boys even say they'll send me United jersey. I say less. I'll do it. For real. I think Priority will start in the middle. I don't know about Declan Rice, man. I'm being serious, man. He's been a bit smelly, bro.
Declan Rice.
Bro, he has been a bit smelly, bro.
He's not at 8. He's never at 8 though.
Yeah, but I'm not saying he can play that Shaka role though. I'm not saying he's an 8. But he can play box to box.
Yeah, but I think he's more like, I don't know, he's more a midfielder.
Bro, Zinchenko has not played a game in preseason, bro.
Zinchenko's injured.
Yeah, see, even better. Thank you. Zinchenko's that's why I didn't even mention him, because I've not seen him at all this preseason. Not that I've watched him. Go ahead.
What's C's backup keeper's name?
Stefan. He's sick, you know.
No, not Zach Stefan. He played for Middlesbrough. I'm talking about.
Sorry, Stefan Ortega.
Ortega. You know, Stefan is another keeper they have.
Yeah, I know.
Zach Stefan.
It's so funny. They have the same name, like Zach Stefan and Stefan Ortega.
Yeah, exactly, literally. I've built what I think might be.
It's just singing Arsenal like 50 times now, bro. Bro, what is the United song, bro? Well, Glory, Glory, Man United. Stop
Glory, Glory, Man United.
I don't know about Arsenal. Man.
Glory, Man United.
I like it.
Oh, you can sing the new one. Oh, Nana, what's my name? Oh, Nana, what's my name?
Sakurana was me through. And it's awesome.
Okay. Let's talk about the game, man. We're getting carried away.
Arsenal FC were by far the greatest team.
What's wrong with you,
Arsenal? Has ever seen, guy. This guy, he's trying to rise me. So I have to, give him a show about Arsenal song. He's just singing Arsenal like 50 times. Would you do that though? Arsenal.
That's just the.
Hey,
Chelsea have the same Chelsea.
No, that one is too. That's a Brexit tune there. Chelsea. They are the worst. I don't know who's gonna play LCM, bro. I don't know if it's gonna be. I don't think it's gonna be Havertz.
Should I show you my City team since you're still building yours?
Hey, look, this guy's a City fan. A United fan, eager to make.
I live in City, man. I live in Manchester, bro.
Look at you, man.
I want my team to do well, man.
Bro, this guy. If you guys didn't know, let me tell you a little story about BJ. BJ was going to all these City matches last season. His excuse was, they're giving me the tickets.
I've never been to a Champions League game. I've seen Bayern and City in the Champions League. Would you not go?
Girl was queuing up outside the City box office at midnight trying to get those tickets.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, sure.
I know I can wait for you already.
This guy's a City fan, man. He's even making a team there on the slide. I just don't know. I just don't know if it's going to be Rice or Smith Rowe. You know what? I'll just go Rice because he's £105 million. Fucking hell. Left will probably be Martinelli. Martinelli. Right, we know who that will be. Right will be the star boy. And up front will probably be Trossard. This is probably the lineup I think Arteta will go with. Not my lineup. My lineup, bro. I'd have the logo up front, and I'd have Smith Rowe over here. This guy is stinky,
No, Nketiah.
bro. Nketiah is decent, but boy, he's a bench player, man. He's a bench player.
But would you not rather? I suppose you can have Trossard there as well. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's the lineup. Do you want to go through your City team, City manager, City fan?
To hear this guy, I just think I don't know. This is probably what I'd. Maybe the only thing is probably the keeper as well. One sec.
Actually, I think speaking of keepers, if we get Raya, I think Matt Turner will be going to Forest.
The Forest. Can you see my screen?
Yeah. Foden, Grealish, Haaland, Rodri, De Bruyne, Silva, Ake, Diaz, Stones. That's such as. Do you know what's so funny? Yeah, is man when I was sending for City,
Alvarez. Yeah, go on.
when I was sending for City and I was like they're losing a lot of players, but I thought Kyle Walker was gone, bro. I thought you'd agreed personal terms with fucking.
Yeah, Bayern. I thought that as well. Yeah.
Bro, this guy is still playing there. Like, what's happening? Why is he still here, bro?
I
was happy. I was happy that he's gone, bro. His recovery pace is too absurd.
He's goated. He's goated. There's a few kind of changes that you could probably imagine. Like probably see Cole Palmer go there. WCC.
I think it'll probably be, if it's not Foden, it'll be Alvarez, man.
Yeah.
Edison probably won't start that as well. I think you're right. I think it'll be the second keeper.
Yeah. So score predictions. Well, I'm interested to hear your score predictions as a.
I think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be 1-1 and Arsenal win on penalties. I think Ramsdale has another penalty saving him.
Oh yeah, Kanji has to play. Yeah, Kanji. It depends on if Kyle Walker plays because I don't think if like they don't. I don't know with this forward centre back business, bro. Obviously, Ake is a good left back, and Stone can go into midfield or whatever. But we'll just play with Kyle Walker, man.
I'm tired of seeing Walker in the Prem, man. He needs to go for sure. Kanji to play. To be honest, I think Akanji's more like actually. Let me not say that because I think I was looking at City and a lot of basically their lineups for a lot of these preseason games, and it feels like has been starting a lot of them. Kyle Walker.
Yeah, he has been.
Yeah. The last two, anyways, against Bayern and Atletico, he started. So listen, I would not be surprised to see him start come Sunday. Let me see who started against Inter. No, it was Akanji. He went with the 3-2, with Stones in midfield. We'll see how it goes anyways. But my prediction, as I said, I think it'll be 1-1. I think Arsenal will win on penalties. I don't think it's going to be a crazy game. I feel like
probably won't be.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a lot of getting used to the intensity, getting used to the competitiveness nature. I don't think it's going to be, a ping like an end-to-end game. We'll see a lot of. I think players will be very, very reserved. Very, they'll be trying to keep shape, not to concede any silly goals. But we'll see. It'll be an interesting game.
I think City are going to win 2-1 or 3-1 maybe.
3-1.
I think you probably will score first and then City will win the game. But obviously, whoever wins, they'll want to kind of take that momentum into the Premier League season. As we said, 2 more weeks this weekend and the weekend after, and the Prem is back. So summer has literally flown by. We're back into the Prem. Obviously, as we said, there's going to be a lot more content now that the Prem is back. So
for me, I think what's it called? I think it will be Trossard. It will be Trossard and
yes, please.
Trossard will score for Arsenal, and I think Alvarez will score for City.
Yeah, I think Alvarez has a good chance. I feel like he always scores in these type of games, so be interesting.
But yeah, that's. I don't think there's a whole lot to preview on that game. It's just, as I said, it's a community shield game. 3-2 to City. Okay. Of course, you guys are haters. I don't know how you guys be backing your rivals, man. You need some weird fan base. Weird fan base supporting their closest rival.
Bro, we just have common sense. We know who's going to win. That's all it is.
Fair enough.
See that just won the Champions League. You're going to go beat them.
Hey, I don't know if I really want to show my Fanto like this, man. This is comp, man.
No, don't. I think just go. Can you not go to transfers and look at the business? Let's look at players, maybe.
Okay, yeah. I could show you like the most picked players and shit like that.
Or people that we think that might be a steal. Give people some heads up in front of.
Hold on. I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to find a way to do it without showing my team. What's this? Okay, hold on. Sorry, guys. I don't want to show my team. I don't want to show my team. Okay, here I got it. Just a sec. No, I don't got it. I'm just gonna show my team, man. Who's the wild card fantasy pick?
Julian Ciso and Nico Jackson for me.
Evan Ferguson. I think Evan Ferguson will be. I think Evan Ferguson will be key to Brian. Well, yeah, for you guys who need inspiration, here's my team. I've got Estupinian, Colwill, Amari Bell. I have a couple Luton players. I got my Luton jersey in the post. Stones, Botman, Martinelli, Saka, Marvelous, and
so what's the difference? Sorry, what's the difference between? I know obviously City's obviously a lot more bigger and a lot more of a challenge to us, but Luton and the Prem, Luton are close to London. Why are they not a rival to you guys? How come you're wearing a jersey?
Why they not what?
Like, how come you're wearing a Luton jersey? How come they're like not a rival like to you? If City should be a rival to me.
Bro, what do you mean? Luton is not in London, bro.
Well, it's like on the outskirts now. It's not quite close to London.
Yeah, it's on the outskirts of London, yeah.
Suppose they're not your direct rivals.
No, not rivals at all.
Premier League rivals, no?
Bro,
relegation rivals, no?
You don't deserve a response.
No lie, you tried not to laugh.
Ferguson, Haaland, Isak up front. I've got Areola and Onana in goals. I had Ramsdale before, but I'm actually happy I switched him out because it looks like he's not a lock in goals anymore. Oh, a lot of people are picking Raya now. I might have to do that. And maybe overload on Arsenal players, but I don't really want to have too many Arsenal players as well. I'm even thinking of getting rid of. I might get rid of Martinelli.
That front three is not setting me a light at all, bro. Can't lie to you.
Isaac and Wilson.
No, Isaac and Ferguson and Isaac.
Isaac and Wilson is the one I'm debatable about. Yeah, I know. That's why I said my team is not finished. I might even get rid of the big boys like Haaland and Salah. I've been keeping a close eye on Haaland. Huh?
I personally would probably have Haaland and Kane as my front two. Because last year they were so fruitful, them two together.
Have you done your team?
I'm gonna do now, but I'm gonna do it backwards. I'll do from the attackers back.
Bro, you're gonna struggle trying to fit Haaland and Kane into the same team because of their price.
I'm pretty sure last year
I have Salah and Haaland, so it's kind of similar, but you see, I feel like it really depends because if what's it called stays in the league, yeah, fair enough. But I don't know if I don't know what the story is with Kane right now, man. It looks like everything is up in the air.
Yeah, true.
But yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen. We're coming up close to the hour. Don't know if you have anything else you wanted to add, my bro.
Not at the moment. No, I can't really think of anything else. I think, as we said, another kind of, second stream of the week, another push onto the new season approaching. FPL, I know we keep blasting on about that, but we want everybody to jump for the new season because obviously it's people that are locking at the start that are applicable to those winnings. Maybe we need to drop a post on Instagram just to push everybody and rally everybody again. But it'd be good to see more people tapping. I think we have about 20 to 30 people so far, so that's quite good. But no, that's kind of it for me as well, my brother. Unless you want me to quickly show my teams how it looks so far.
Yeah.
Still a lot of changes.
I might be able
Still
to give you my 2 cents. Yeah, there's actually quite a few people in the league. I think about 30 odd.
Yeah, I need to see. Can you see my team now?
Yeah, Fabio Vieira, crazy.
No, he's on the bench. This is just what I have so far. I just wanted to put players in, but Mikey Pride, if he goes to Arsenal, yeah, my back whole four is getting changed. Saka, I'm keeping him, probably keep him. Haaland, keep him. But yeah, the whole team apart from that getting changed. Oh yeah, Kane. This is what I wanted to do. Told you, Kane and Haaland.
I would not. How much is Darwin Núñez?
He's like 9 million, bro. I'm pretty sure.
Bro, I gave up towards the end, man. Now, Owen, don't move like I wasn't first for the first like 20 game weeks, man. This guy's trying to throw dirt on my name.
Don't do that,
man. I messed up with my wild cards. I took my first wild card too early, and then it messed me up basically. That's like last year was the first time I played fantasy through like to the end.
True.
Yeah.
I had like
first time I've used like power ups like bench boost and triple captain. I've never really. I always lose interest after like 2-3 weeks.
Yeah.
It shows me that I'm getting older. You know, not as much to do. So I play a lot of Phantom.
I think even in the corporate world is so big, so like
huge.
Kind of gets up into it, especially like
huge.
You know, if your players in workout playing.
Oh, Nana and Raya. I would advise against that. You don't need to.
I'm taking Raya, bro. Yeah. Obviously, as a United fan, I'm going to go with Raya, but yeah, let me stop sharing my screen as well. I don't want you guys to. Me and you can have our own private conversation.
Yeah. There's no run away with it towards the end, yeah. But I was ahead, as I said, for the first 20 something game weeks, man.
Says no cheesing about that.
Yeah, man, he was gassed. Well, yeah, guys, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We'll be back here again Monday 9 o'clock to give you a review of the Community Shield game. We might have a little kind of game segment on Monday as well, and then on Thursday we'll do our predictions for all the awards as well as league positions, and we'll do not a quick preview, but we'll do a preview of the weekend's game as well. I think the first game's on Friday, right?
City Burnley first game of the season. So we'll do a quick preview for that. So tapping, guys. Well, it was really good again. It was another good episode, and thank you guys for tapping in. Owen, thank you, guys. You gave us half of our content tonight, Owen. Thank you so much. But it's been a great episode. You guys
come on, Emirates Cup champions 2023.
Boo.
Peace out, guys.
In a bit, guys.